This is a relatively new Samsung Galaxy Note. Most of us just got a pulse of anxiety doing something relatively human, but completely unacceptable. I'm sure a lot of you can probably agree that the smartphone market has gotten incredibly stagnant and repetitive in the last several years. So you probably already understand the problem. Now for me, this started about 2.5, 3 years ago when I was repairing a lot of smartphones, and I eventually got to an iPhone and I took it apart and realized, wow, what a piece of shit. In the last decade, they haven't changed the design inside or really on the outside at all. And I thought I could probably build something better, so I did. And I started mixing and matching components, trying to solve a lot of the problems that most smartphones have. And I naturally started to build a company out of it. I interviewed people, I interviewed engineers, and they all told me I was crazy. Some called me an idiot, and that I shouldn't do it because it would take many years and cost millions of dollars. Now imagine had you told Martin Luther King, or you told NASA, hey, you shouldn't try to achieve equality and go to the stars, that campaign, because it would take many years and cost millions of dollars. But luckily, I found a team who shared my passion, who shared my belief that we could change an entire industry. And we did that with a portal. It's the world's first flexible, shatterproof smartphone that's also wearable. And it glows too. And so it's one of the first phones that can seamlessly go between the pool, the office, and thank you, and the pool, the office, Mount Everest, go snorkeling, stuff like that. It also has its enterprise applications as well. It can be used with UPS drivers, doctors, military, police, things like that. Lately, we've got a massive demand because a few months ago, we relaunched our website and we have 13,000 purchase inquiries. People have tried to find out how to buy the phone so far. The market, it's a multi-billion dollar market. Everybody in this room has a smartphone, so it's not a niche market. It's really the GoPro of phones. And we managed to build an equally impressive team. We have a lot of ex-C-level executives from Qualcomm, General Electric, ex-SVPs from Flextronics, Qualcomm. We have probably one of the best in-house patent attorneys in California. Our interim CTO was a director of multiple telecom companies like, LG, Nokia, things like that. And then there's myself, completely unqualified, college dropout, terrible at spelling, bad credit. But anyways, so we've had a lot of traction, right? It's really important to have traction. And we originally launched this campaign in 2014, and we crowdfunded a massive $47,000. And we used that to build alpha prototypes. We used that to file multiple patents. We have so far 6 million collectively YouTube views. We also built a communication satellite that works with our phone, but we won't really go into that right now. And most importantly, we recently got an offer from a major US carrier for $1.45 million. That's not even an equity deal that we're going to take. Most importantly, even more important than that, is we picked up a purchase order for $30 million from a completely different distributor. So our strategy is very complex, but I broke it down into 6 simple phases for us. The first is the one we're in, which is doing all the design schematics, Gerber data, things like that. Then we'll build a small hand-built run of prototypes so we can validate and then submit to carrier network testing, as well as all the government FCC CE testing. Then finish tooling with our contract manufacturer, final assembly, things like that. And then also working with a collaborative marketing strategy with our carriers. And lastly, the most boring part, which is the distribution, return, supply chain, logistics, things like that. So, why did we do this? Why did we go through all this trouble to do something like this? It's really because nobody else is doing it. We're the 3rd smartphone company in the United States. And we can, and we will. This is the future. You're welcome.
Stay there.